The moment when I knew that Colleen was the woman I want to spend the rest of my life with, she laid back into my arms and she just looked and felt very comfortable there, which I did not think she would be at that moment when pretty much everything came together, when I knew that North Idaho was our home, that we shared this love, that we shared this together. I knew that that was the moment where I fell in love with her.
Well, he definitely pursued me. I was kind of taken aback, actually. And then our first date was supposed to be a wedding. But he got into town the night before, and so instead, we decided that so that it would be less awkward at the wedding, we would go for a hike. And his favorite part of this was that I asked him to bring a gun because I was like, I need you to protect me, which he loved. So then we went and we walked on the mountain, which is actually where he proposed later on. And it was the 3rd of July, so there were fireworks all along the lake. And then it was really nice. We just sat on the pavement, and I had just gotten back from a trip, so I talked about that, and then he told me all about the stars in Afghanistan. And that was the cutest thing ever, and my heart was just his at that point. And I had to keep trying to contain myself from holding his hand.
So I knew that I wanted to come up with an elaborate plan and something very original when I wanted to propose to Colleen. And it had to be meaningful in every single way that is meaningful to us, because this girl has probably dreamed her whole entire life of what her proposal is going to be like and how the man's going to do it. And so I came up with something that was both me and her, and I knew we'd have to do a hike of some sort. And so we drove up the St. Joe River, but I just was not feeling that, even though that's our place, is going up there. So on our way back, I said, well, let's hike up to Stonegate, which is where we kind of did our first unofficial date. So it was a walk when I first really got to know her, and we were just shy then, but we went up on this walk, and she, I think, hated me every single second of it. She was trying to tell me we didn't have to do this big hike because I had just done this pretty strenuous tryouts for a military school, and my heels were destroyed, but I was very determined to get her to the top of this mountain. And so I dragged her all the way up, and when we got to the top, it was gorgeous. It was overlooking Coeur d'Alene Lake, and I had brought a GoPro with me because I knew I had to be able to capture this somehow, but I didn't want anybody else to be set up there or anything. So I put my backpack down, I put the GoPro on it, and I gave her, these kisses, and we were just enjoying the moment, just being up there together. And then I reached into my backpack and I pulled out this shirt, and this shirt is very important to me. It's my freshman year in high school wrestling shirt, and it's this green shirt with a Superman S, represents St. Mary's, Idaho. Superman, me, just it just means everything to me. And my best friend told Colleen at one point, when you get that shirt, you know that you've made it. So I asked her if she would put it on. And while she put it on, I reached into my backpack and I pulled out the ring, and I got down on one knee and I proposed.
I think I was just overwhelmed, and one of the first things that I blurted out was, "Did you ask my parents?" But he said yes, he definitely did, and then it was just pure happiness, and I don't know, I just felt very content. Okay, this is the rest of my life, and I like how it looks.